It doesn't look like things have improved in the past years.
The situation hasn't improved in any way. Right now, there's over 3,300 people on Samos. The capacity of the camp is 650. The delays on the asylum procedures are extremely long. We've seen recently people getting interview dates for 2022, even someone for 2023 for their appeal, which is incredibly long. This is having people waiting for such a long period of time without any clear information, without knowing what's going to happen with them, without having a proper process where they can integration process in place, or having a possibility to work and provide for themselves. It really affects people, especially their mental health, and this causes a lot of distress. It doesn't look that things are going to change anytime soon because the system in place is broken right now. Well, if we look at the EU-Turkey deal, it has never properly worked. People were supposed to, their cases were supposed to be treated very quickly, and like the hotspots are supposed to be like a triage point where people that are supposed to get asylum, they are allowed to stay, and those that are rejected their asylum, should be quickly returned to Turkey or to their home country. Right now, what's happening is people are just waiting for months or years for their asylum procedure to be completed, and without knowing what's going to happen. Even if they get a rejection, they are still staying here for a very, very long time with no prospects for them at all. Well, I think the asylum service, they don't have enough capacity to deal with it. There's also maybe not enough of willingness to deal with it. There are people claiming or saying that, like having the hotspots in these like very bad conditions, it will prevent more people from coming, which is absurd to even think that someone is considering this as a way of preventing people from crossing. It's not true. People are continuously coming, and people are hosted in inhumane conditions, and this is not acceptable. It's inhumane. Okay, let's say people are transferred to better living conditions, but again, they will have to wait for 2 years, 3 years maybe for their asylum interview to be solutioned, or asylum claim to be solutioned, and they are kept in a limbo where they don't know what's going to happen. They cannot start rebuilding their life. They are just waiting and waiting and waiting. People are just parked somewhere, waiting for 1, 2, 3 years for their asylum claim to be solutions, and this this very long process definitely affects them, affects their mental health. It's going to be much harder to integrate for them in a society after this period of isolation, basically, and yeah, no one knows how things will move. Greece also has stated that their capacity of integration, it's 12,000 people per year. There's much more people arriving. Also, the capacity of dealing with asylum claims is about 30,000 per year, which is half of the number of people that arrive per year, grosso modo. So there's a huge backlog, and it doesn't seem that the resources are put forward to deal with properly or efficiently with this problem.
So where is the money going?
Right now, the policy of the European Union is to send the big chunk of money to the Greek government, but the money does not reach the people on the ground. It's not acceptable that someone has to live in a tent for 8 months, a year and a half, with like no sanitation, no protection, no proper food. Looking at the most vulnerable, like babies or children or pregnant women, there is one like they have to live on a tent for a long period of time. Like, yeah, there is a lot of money sent, but the money does not reach the ground. So a lot of the initiatives like this one that you see, like our group, we work a lot only on private donations. So we don't get governmental money and most of the groups that are here providing these services work with private donations. Why does not the money is in the central government, in the bureaucratic system, and it seems like the process of getting from the central government to the people who need it on the ground is sometimes unsurmountable.